Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Motown's Wrestling Review. I am your host, Tony Motown Allen, and we're here to discuss Night 1 of WrestleMania. Had a cold, 48,000, whatever they said was attendance for this show. Way less than last year, that's for fucking sure. But WrestleMania kicks off on ESPN2. Now, you got on ESPN Unlimited. You can definitely watch it on the app from beginning to end. But the first two matches were broadcast for free, and the first one was a 6-man tag match. I'm kind of happy they got this one over with quick because this one featured ISO Speed. When you think about it, it kind of makes sense to have ISO Speed on the free show because he got so many followers and everything. So hopefully that could kind of lure those people in. But the Usos and L.A. Knight, yeah, are taking on the Vision, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory along with ISO Speed. I like how they did it with this, kick this one off because the Usos did a double super kicks on the Vision, leaving ISO Speed out there by himself. He was the most entertaining part of this match and everything. It just felt like the wrestlers kind of checked it in on this one, though, but he was actually the most entertaining part. Because this with the interactions, him being scared but still trying to do stuff, following orders where he don't want to. The match itself, I gave a C-. Ended up with due to ISO kind of messing up. LA Knight gets the win over, if I remember correctly, oh my God, Logan Paul. No, Austin Theory. So they get the win, and then, of course, the Vision is mad at ISO Speed for fucking up. They were about to whoop his ass, and then the Usos and LA Knight make the save. I mean, I don't know why LA Knight's saving him. You just threw this motherfucker through his own fucking monitor a couple weeks back. But right before they were going to, Logan Paul's go through the table and crash on the ISO Speed. Of course, the Usos and everything intervene. It ended up being ISO Speed taking the frog splash off the top rope down to the floor onto the table, and it was not as good as the whole fucking show. Rob Van Dam, but the dude turned in mid-air in this frog splash. I was actually kind of impressed with it. It's just a shame that the most impressive part of the match happened after the match was over. It had nothing to do with the wrestlers other than the fact that Logan Paul laid there and took it. But I gave the match a C-. I actually picked the Vision to win this one, so I'm 0 for 1 on my first match. It is what it is. Next up, we have Jacob Fatu taking on Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. I gave the match a C+, and I think I'm kind of being generous there. I'm 1 for 1 right now. It was I don't know why they made this unsanctioned. I mean, it wasn't really out in the audience. They didn't really do a whole lot to make this, classify this as an unsanctioned match, in my opinion, though. But Jacob Fatu kicked out of the Claymore. Drew McIntyre was the first one to kick out of the Mighty Moonsault, which I think that was a waste of a kick out on that move. It was in an unsanctioned match that was televised for free on ESPN2. Especially when you're going to have him down the road fighting for titles. This is the time you have a kick out. So, a little disappointed with this one. I did score it a little bit higher than the last match. Only because the full-time wrestlers checked out, in my opinion, for that last match. So, this one got a C+. Now, the 8-woman tag match kind of had mixed feelings on this one. Because this had about a 4-to-4 ratio as it was originally booked. 4 I would dush, 4 I wouldn't. Really about 4.5 to 3.5, because Bayley was kind of swaying there. Like, Bayley's kind of like, I wouldn't really put it on her like dush, but she got a doink on her, though. To spank that. So, but with Paige replacing Nikki Bella, this became 5 to 3. Because I would definitely put it on Paige like dush. Xavier Woods, you gotta be happy, dude. I knew Woods is happy that she's back. Bree can't get it. Lara Valkyria can't get it. Bayley can't get it sober. Nia Jax, with the weight loss, he could get it. Last Legend. Oh, with Last Legend, I would whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Charlotte can get it. Granted, thicker Charlotte could get it more so than this version of Charlotte. And Alexa Bliss is 5 feet of fury. Dosh. And of course, I had the Bella bitches winning this one. They had the big surprise with Paige coming out, but unfortunately, this surprise was all over the internet. It was confirmed that she signed a multi-year deal. I mean, honestly, I heard that she was coming back WrestleMania weekend before she got put in this match. I really thought she'd be back on Monday Night Raw with Skippy, but she actually had to return here because that bitch I'm about to say that bitch Becky, that bitch Bella, Nikki Bella, could go because of her fucking foot. Kurt Angle won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck, bitch. The match itself, was pretty decent, to be honest with you. It exceeded my expectations. Actually, all the matches, even though I scored one a C- and one a C+, I'm giving this one B. First 3 matches all exceeded my expectations. I thought this was going to be a clusterfuck, but it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed seeing Paige in this match in her element with better talent, because Paige really looked good. And she's only 33 years old, though. So we could get this Paige. We can have this Paige doing some shit for some years to come. But I did pick the Bellas, even though it was Paige. Honestly, it was a perfect upgrade because Brie Bella is a better wrestler than Nikki Bella. And Paige is a great upgrade from Nikki Bella. Brie, you got lucky there. Next up is that bitch Becky, who had a decent entrance. Not as good as AJ Lee. AJ Lee came out there skipping along with the little girls and everything, skipping with her because she is not only my favorite wrestler, but she's your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, and she's also Becky Lynch's daughter's favorite wrestler. Win, lose, or draw. Only thing that could have made this entrance better is if Becky Lynch's little bitchin' making, her little daughter herself, was skipping out there with AJ Lee. That's the only thing that would have made this better. The match itself was actually okay. I think their previous 3 matches, I'm not just saying this because Becky Lynch tapped out all 3, but I mean, they were able to hide a little bit more in the tag match and then their previous matches, especially in Chicago. I thought Chicago was their best match, gave me the most hope. This was as good as AJ did, and Becky did okay as well. This was probably the worst match that these two had, and this could be AJ Lee's worst match since she's been back. I mean, her match is Bayley. Outstanding. Her match with Bayley make me wish that this was AJ versus Bayley, not versus Becky. But Becky got politic her way into a main event, a big title match at WrestleMania. Got politic her way into a fucking title. Fucking Hulk Hogan Lynch herself. I'm 2 for 2 now in my prediction. The match itself, I gave a B-. I gave it a B- because of Skippy herself. But the match it was what it was. They just had better matches in the past. Next up, we have Gunther taking on Seth freaking Rollins. Gave the match an A-. Gunther win as predicted. Braun Breaker came out as predicted. I really should be 4-2. Like, I'm 3-2 on my matches, but Braun Breaker came out like I predicted as well. Granted, I know what y'all thinking. Who didn't see that coming? Anybody who said he ain't gonna come was the fucking idiot on that one. I mean, because that wasn't surprising at all. I did really enjoy this match, so as far as like these two in the ring, good matchup for the two. Still made no sense why they were wrestling each other. Gave it an A-, and that's without the spears. Well, without the second spear. But the first spear, Braun Breaker comes out there, speared the fuck out of Seth Rollins for his big return, which was no surprise to anybody. Then he fucking flew 75 yards down that ramp and gave him a super spear. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. You know what else I loved? Seth Rollins' jacket. That shit was fucking tight. Next up, we have Liv Morgan taking on Stephanie McMahon for the women's title. 4 women matches booked for WrestleMania. 3 out of 4 on night 1. None of them was in the first hour, which I think that would have been a good draw to get people to watch. If you had the return of Paige on free TV, I think that would have drew a lot more people to buy it than what they actually put on that shit. So that's just my opinion. Match itself, I was kind of surprised that the Devil Kiss was hit so early, But come to find out, this match was a short match because both women were banged up and they didn't want to risk a further injury on them. But in the little bit of time they had, it was a little bit rushed. I still gave it an A- because I absolutely love these two women. They're both phenomenal wrestlers. And Liv Morgan gets her first WrestleMania win. 0 for 8, my ass. Stephanie McCure is the 1. And 1 and 8 now. Liv Morgan out there, she had her fucking Judgment Day girls out there who everybody said she needed help. She really, think about it. What the hell did these women do? I mean, Tiny Tips was standing out there flat-chested and all. Roxanne Perez, she was not out there to help Liv. She was out there to entertain us. Because them cheeks... Ooh, this match with the outside and with the outside women, so 3 women from Judgment Day and Stephanie McCure, 3 of the 4 could get it like dash. But now this put me at 3 and 3 for my predictions on this A-, and then we move on to the main event. Randall Keith Orton, the 14-time world champion, taking on Cody Rhodes. And I'm sorry, it sounded like Randy got a bigger pop than Cody. Everybody was singing this song. Everybody was loving him. Cody, they only love him for the whoa, whoa. But when his music stopped, boo, 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 boo. Boo your ass, Cody. Boo. Pat McAfee's out there with Randy Orton, who got a lot of boos. And then out comes on Jelly Roll, which I'm just like, here we go with the fucking shenanigans. But Jelly Roll, before the match, ended up taking out Pat McAfee. He had to be stretchered out because Jelly Roll's big ass jumped off the top rope onto him with an elbow. Caused him to hurt his neck. But that made this one-on-one match was kind of cool. The match itself was okay. I think it didn't live up to my expectations. I mean, we talked about how some of the other matches exceeded my expectation. This one did not. Gave the match a C+. It was okay, though, but this wasn't their best work. And some of the best stuff that happened in this match happened when the match was over. Pat McAfee came out, of course, when the referee was knocked out with the referee shirt and a neck brace. He ends up getting RKO, which led him to Randy Orton get crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. But then it happened. I may be 3 and 4 in my predictions. 4 and 4 when you count the return of Braun Breaker, which everybody saw that coming. But my other prediction, I predicted that Randy Orton was going to punt kick Cody Rhodes' head off. And he did. And he did. Here's how good that moment was. It tied with AJ entrance, with the girl skipping. Them two were tied for my favorite moment of the night. Match of the night, though, was Stephanie McCure versus Liv Morgan. Even though Gunther and Seth Rollins was very close to them for the match of the night. And my tap out was Nikki Bella out there while Paige was taking her place. Nikki Bella, you would have swore this bitch won the tag team titles as well. Fuck that bitch, Bella. I wish we were like John Cena. I wish we couldn't see her anymore.